Hi guys. So it's been a while since I've done any kind of update, so I'm so sorry about that. This year was kind of a rough start. Me and my husband decided to make raised garden beds for the first time, and please don't judge us. They're not perfect. We're just kind of trying our best right now. So anyway, when we put the beds together, we had a ton of rain, more than usual for that time, I guess. And it really slowed down the growing season for us here in our area. And on top of that, I don't feel like, we mixed the soil very well on our beds and didn't use, you know, enough good things for the soil. So on top of the rain, on top of that, I felt like everything was growing really slow. I actually had to replace several tomato plants that I was growing, which was very sad because I started a lot from seed. And so there's a few that I was able to keep, and they're actually doing okay. But I had to replace a ton of other ones I had to buy them from the store because we wanted tomatoes. So anyway, everything's real late, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like now, because things are doing so much better. Like, I want to say like 90% better than they were doing when we first put all the plants in the beds. And I'm still trying to tweak things, trying to figure out like what I'm going to do for these beds in the future and how I'm going to use them, because right now I feel like I still have a lot of open space, and so next year I kind of know better now, like, that I can actually grow a little bit more in these beds. So the weather is beautiful today. It was raining this morning, so right now it's really cool and nice, where it's been really hot lately. And the sun's not super shining in my face, so I figured this was a good time to do a little update on our garden. So let's just get down to it, okay? So I'm going to switch the camera around so that you can see my beds. Okay, so we have 3 raised beds, and I'd like to do more in the future. But first, I just want to point out something cool that we decided to try out. We decided to try out an arched trellis. So we have beans on one side here, and I've got 2 different kinds going here. I think one's a Kentucky blue, the other one is a purple bean, and forgive me, I don't remember the name because it's been so long since I planted these that I just don't remember. But anyway, so I think the purple ones have really pretty purple flowers, so I'm looking forward to when those beans actually grow. So that's on one side, and on the other side we have cucumbers, which they're finally starting to grow. I've literally had these in the bed since I want to say the end of May, beginning of June, and they're now just finally doing something. So we did go on vacation in June, and I don't think things were being watered properly and very well, so that could, be part of it too. But anyway, they're doing much better now. So I'll just take you to this bed first. So I decided to try out Brussels sprouts for the first time, and you'll see that I have quite a bit of damage on the leaves. So I've been trying to treat it with neem oil recently, but and I don't know that this was really the best growing time for them. I'm hoping by the fall they'll start really doing better, I hope. But I have another one over there. It's not really doing much over there. But rosemary, got a little bit of cilantro, my poor little tarragon. I don't know what happened to it, but hopefully it's coming back to life. I have a cherry tomato plant here that's doing pretty good. There's blooms everywhere. I finally got some tomatoes growing on it. So I'm really looking forward to that, because my husband has been obsessed lately with caprese salad with cherry tomatoes. So hopefully that'll be exciting. Over here I just started growing again some kale, so I can harvest it in the fall. There's not a whole lot going on with it yet. I've got a few coming up right there, and I also have some I think it's the purple scarlet kale, and I'm doing curly blue kale, and then also dinosaur kale. Who knows what this habanero plant is doing. Yeah, you tell me. Should I take it out? Because I don't know what it's doing. Over there we have zinnias. This is the first time I grew these little tiny ones, and I actually think they're so adorable. Aren't they cute? Because like this is a regular size one, and then there's like a little baby one, really cute. Another tomato plant and basil that's growing very well right there. Over here on the other bed we have more zinnias. These happen to be my grandma's descendant seeds from her flowers that I got from my uncle, and they're doing pretty good. Look very pretty. I really love this orange one. And I have some cosmos that I was going to grow with these too. I have another rosemary plant. Now these two rosemary plants that I have, they're actually ones that are supposed to be grown in the colder months. So I am super hoping that these will keep lasting me year after year. I'll update you on that. So over there I've got a yellow squash, two yellow squash, one little one that's not doing too much, but the other one's doing okay. And then I have zucchini. Thank goodness that vine borers have not attacked these yet. I have seen a moth once when I was out in the garden. I kept trying to shoo it off when I felt like I just wanted to sit out here and stake it out. You know what I mean? Like just like shoo them away constantly, but I don't have time for that. Anyway, so but it still looks somewhat healthy. I haven't gotten a whole lot of zucchini out of it just yet. Some little baby zucchinis are growing right now. I spy a little grasshopper on my trellis. Look at him. He's not little, but anyway. And over here I have my tomatoes. I have zinnias. These are actually called Cinderella Peach zinnias. It's the first time I have grown these, and I've been wanting to grow them for a while. So I finally got the seeds this past season, and I really like them. They kind of start out like this yellow color, and then they turn into this pretty peach color, as you can see on those. And some are very full, like this one, and some are just kind of tiny, like this one. Here I have I think it's called the black pineapple tomato. I finally have one of those growing on here, which is really exciting. There it is. So hopefully before long I'll have a yummy juicy tomato for BLTs, because I'm wanting those really bad right now. And here are some more growing on here. So I know it's August, so I'm hoping we'll still get some tomatoes before the end of the growing season. This is a pink brandywine, and no tomatoes on that one yet. Okay, my pepper plants have suffered so much, but I'm going to tell you something. They look about 90% better than they did before. So those are two jalapenos back there. This is a Tabasco, and this one is a bell pepper, a bullnose. I've got some kind of basil growing throughout. This is the Bradley heirloom. I've never done Bradley before. Haven't gotten any tomatoes on it yet that I see. Not yet. Got some blooms. Cherokee Purple, which is one of my absolute favorites, and I actually do have some tomatoes growing on here, so woohoo! My son's super excited too. And we have over here is the Goliath. No tomatoes that I see on this one yet. And another pink brandywine. And these poor little zinnias, oh my goodness. So they were getting eaten up really bad by these little, they look like little cabbage worms. I don't know what they were. They were kind of a gray color, but they were a bunch of little ones, and you can just see the damage that they were doing to my zinnias. And so the neem oil helped a ton. I was able to start spraying that on there, and it really made a big difference. So they're finally able to do what they're supposed to do. And so I have some right here that are finally blooming there. But really that's about it. That's what I have. I won't show you my corn because I have a section of corn, but I have not weeded it at all, and it looks awful, so I'm not even going to show you that. And I have one okra plant that survived a mowing from the lawn mowing guy, and I had 6 of them, and I have 1 now. So that was really sad, but that's okay. I'll figure out a better space for them next year. But that's what I have. And I'm excited because my vegetables are finally doing well right now. So hopefully I'll have some harvests here in the next month, and I will make sure that I share that. And any tips on raised beds, let me know. I feel like a lot of my soil in my beds have, I don't know, disappeared. I don't, like from all the rain. I don't know if it just seeped through the ground. So I'm definitely going to have to refill them a little better next season. But whatever advice you have for me for raised beds, I'd be glad to hear it. Thank you. God bless.